to go.
Hey everyone, are you in the mood for a Christmas DIY? If you are, stick around. We're making cinnamon Santas. Hello, hello, hello. Guess what we're doing today? I have the cinnamon sticks, a paintbrush, black gesso, Snow-Tex. I'm going to do the Snow-Tex because that's what I used to use, but I want to try also this light molding paste. Thing is, this takes longer to dry, so if you're in no hurry, no biggie. I want to try both to see which one I like. And then I have some acrylic paint, red flesh color. And you really don't need white paint because this is going to make his beard and around the brim of what would be the hat. Well, I guess you could paint it white. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. You just look at this and then you take away from it what you want and do your own thing. Also, I have some Christmas picks, and I might use a little of this. I'm not sure. This is pretty big for a cinnamon stick, and here I think the pine cones are going to be too big, but this might work perfectly. So I'll see as I go. I never know until I get going. So that is what you're going to need. So, okay guys, what I've done off camera, I just went ahead and, as you can see, I painted a lot more of the cinnamon sticks, just the flesh color. So I'm going to let those dry. So I have them all done. So when I use them and what I'm going to use them for in my decor, I'll have them all done. Okay, so all of these are dry over here. So let's start with this one. And this one I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and I'm going to try this light molding paste. And I'm trying to think what I want to... We used to make the cinnamon Santas. And I used to put the ones that I had up all the time, and I had them in a basket. So I thought I would show you how I used to make mine for the boutiques that I would sell in. Now, I prefer the long cinnamon sticks. These were from Hobby Lobby. They were $5.99 with 40% off. These you can get at the grocery store, and I think they're 99 cents. Now, if you want to put them different lengths, it works. I mean, you can do whatever you want. If you like short Santas, that's fine. It's just personal preference. So, what I have to do this with, okay, I live very close to a, actually that was kind of cool looking now that I'm thinking about it. Usually where I live is pretty quiet. But all of a sudden I heard these jets coming, and I live close to a Marine base. And I guess they're on maneuvers, and I just saw 3 of them all in sync with one another flying across, which actually was pretty cool. Boy, that was off topic, wasn't it? Okay, where was I? All right. Okay, so how are you guys today? How is everything? How's everyone doing? I am just going to cut this. I can already tell this is going to give me problems. So let's get this cut. Let's see if these smell very much. No, they don't smell like cinnamon at all. Actually, they smell like a potpourri. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my palette. I forgot to get that. I thought I had everything. This light molding paste first, so I just have one of these little tools. It's kind of like a palette knife. It's plastic. And I am just going to, like I did with the paint, I'm just kind of putting some on and then pouncing it. But do you see the difference? And like I said, you can use just the paint. I mean, it's If you don't have access to this, or you know, you don't want to spend the money, I get it. Just use paint. It's no big deal. I mean, if you don't have it. If I didn't have it, I'd just use paint. And again, you could use a paintbrush, but since I have this, it's just easier for me to go ahead and use it. I don't know how long it'll take for this to dry. I want to try to put a mustache on this one. I would have to come back and do it over what's already done so it would stand out more. I don't know if it's going to work. Let me use this stylus. What do I do with it? Okay, let me use this stylus, and I want to see if... See, it's too wet. It's not letting me... Once it dries, I think I can go back. Well, anyway, I'll show you that part, and then I think I might come back once this is dry and use a stylus and just kind of make it higher here so it looks kind of like a mustache. And it's your preference how close you want the fur and the hair to come to the face. Like I said, if you want more flesh showing, you just don't use as much white. So there's that. And now I'm just going to do a little bit on the hat. I'm curious to see how long this is going to take to dry. And I think I'm going to come down this way like you would if I was thinking about putting a pom-pom, but maybe on another one. Alright, that's all I'm going to do with him, so I'm going to let him dry now. Got this thing on my teeth to hold it. I don't want this to fall over. Oh, I hope I can get it in there good enough. Okay. If you do this modeling page, you are definitely going to have something to be able to hold those up until they dry, because I have it all the way around. Okay, so let's do a snow text now. So I'll show you that, and then I'll go and make these and then show you when I'm done with all of them. But I want to try that snow text first. Always put the lid back on right after this dries up really quick. you know, the top of it. I need to find out what this is made out of, because then we could just make our own. I just smell glue and paint. Okay, I'll tell you right now, this isn't as easy to work with as the modeling paste. It doesn't want to adhere. It's like you got to kind of try to mold it around. Modeling paste went on really easy. You know what, you guys? You know what you could use? I just thought of this. This is sand. You can just get some real fine grade sand. You know, the real fine. And you can mix it with gesso. That's all you got to do. Well, for that matter, I mean, just go out to somewhere that has a sandbox and just take a little bit of the sand. You don't need much. That's all you got to do. Because the feel of it is like sand. You know what I mean? Like the grout that they use. Maybe you could use grout. So you don't have to buy the actual, you know, medium. You can just make it. Yeah, I like working with the modeling paste better, to be honest with you. This is a little bit more of a fight to keep on. You see what I mean? To have it go where I want it to go, where the modeling paste, you just put it there and it stays. Oh well, they'll all be different. It's okay, it's cool. Or you could use both. You could use some of this for one thing and... Yeah, look, you see the difference? See how it's getting everywhere? I like the modeling paste much better. I'll have to go over this with some red paint. Oh yeah, see how it's fallen off? I mean, both have cute effects to them, and I'll show you up close when they're all dry, the difference. But if I had to pick one, it would be the modeling paste. Okay. Alright, well, I'm almost done with this. I'm just going to put it to the side here to add a little bit of hair. And it seems like this doesn't go very far. I think they had it in a bigger one, but I just want to get this side done and then I'll go. Now, this is definitely a little bit more challenging to... I don't like having to fight with something, you know what I mean, to get it to work. If it's too much of a hassle, it's like, you know what, I'm going to use something different so I don't have... because it takes too much time. Especially if you were selling these, forget about it. I mean, good grief, it would take forever. Because when you're selling something, you want something that's fast and yet still looks good. Okay guys, that's that. I'm going to go finish them and then I'll be back. Okay guys, one come back and I have a lot of them ready to get the eyes and the modeling paste or the Snow Tex, whichever. And then these, I did finish the eyes. Alright, so now the Santas with the modeling paste and Snow Tex are done. The Snow Tex is dry. The modeling paste is not. And that's what I figured was going to happen, that it was going to take longer for this. Just by the way this was going on, you could tell it would dry fast. So that's your difference. This one's the modeling paste as well. So once I get them all done, I'll come back and I'll show you if I add any kind of embellishment on them. I don't know that I'm going to, but in the event that I do, I'll just show you when they're all done. Okay guys, I'm back, and what I did after I painted them, I went ahead and I took the modeling paste and I made mustaches because I want it to be more defined. Like, here's one, and you can kind of see the mustache, but I did it after, and to me you can't see it as well. So now, once that dries, then I'll use either the modeling paste or the Snow Tex. And then see, I put the modeling paste on this one. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Okay, now we have our Santas done. How are we going to display them? Well, you can put a ribbon on the back and glue it and hang them on your tree, which I'll probably do a few. You don't have to hang them on the tree. You can stick them in the tree. You could put some in a soup can together and put a ribbon, a Christmas ribbon. Whatever you want to do. You could put one in a package, each package that you wrap, stick it underneath the bow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this little basket. So I just put a pick, a small pick and a larger pick. So I'm just going to start randomly and sporadically putting them in this basket. Okay, are you getting a feeling of what I'm going to do here? So I think what I'm going to do is, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little bit of something into this Christmas pick along with these Santas, but I do like displaying them this way this year. So when I figure out what I want to put in, I'll be back to show you. Okay guys, and here's what I did. I just took a couple picks and put them inside with the Santas. Don't know, I'll probably put a bow. I'm not sure yet, or I might just put some twine. I'm not sure, I may just leave it like this. Not quite sure yet, but I just wanted to let you know and let you see what I did with these this time. Alright, and then I'll probably make a few more to put on my tree as well. Okay guys, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever, ever forget that. I'll be talking to you soon guys. Bye.
Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.